Scott Lawrence. On his outside, he's put many laps in here in the 101 car from Grand Rapids. One heat win so far this year in Grand Rapids. That'll be Paul Schultz. Row number 2 to the inside. He has a feature win in Emo this year. He drives a 16 car. Out of Fort Francis, it'll be Gavin Paul. Alongside of him, he has got 2 feature wins, one in Ashland, one here in Proctor. He was our 2018 points champion in that 99 car from Bessemer, Michigan. It'll be Neil Bolduc. Moving to row number 3. 2 feature wins at Red Cedar. 4 at Eagle Valley, 4 in Rice Lake. He was the Eagle Valley track champion a year ago in the 57 car. He races out of Jim Falls, Wisconsin. On the inside of row number 3, it'll be Mike Anderson. While getting it back into a modified for the first time here in 2019. He was a 2018 Grand Rapids points champion. In that 91 car, it'll be Andy Davey. Moving to row number 4 in the 1 car. Racing out of Eveleth, that green and black car, that'll be Scott Heikkinen. Alongside of him, he picked up a feature win back on the 13th of July in Ashland. He drives that yellow 224 car out of Thunder Bay, Ontario. It'll be Cody Wolkowski. And row number 5, he is the 2003 Silver 1000 winner. He's got 2 feature wins in Hibbing and 1 in Grand Rapids. He's on the inside of row number 5 in the 37 car. It'll be Kelly Esty. And on his outside in the 4 car, made the trip here from Gilbert, it'll be Steve Stavanger. 1 of 4.
The top.
All right, 10 laps. Top 5 will transfer, and then the top 2 in each heat in both classes will have a redraw here on the front stretch. That'll come up following our heat races and our B mains tonight. 37 modifieds, 29 late models here tonight.
Al, I did not copy that.
66 total cars for the 47th annual Silver 1000, and we do appreciate all of you coming out and joining us here at Proctor Speedway. Just working a little bit of the moisture into the track, and we are going to get this one underway. Well, last time we raced modifieds here at Proctor Speedway, our last 2 features were won by the 11 car of Jody Belfi. Like I said, he's won a number of track championships around the Northland, but his first ever here at his home track of Proctor Speedway. All right, we've got the people down out of turn number 4 in the lawn chairs. If we could just get you to move back a little bit. We know you like to get dirty, but just for safety reasons, we need you to just back up a little bit away from the fence. Thank you. So Scott Lawrence and Paul Schultz, Gavin Paul, alongside of Neil Bolduc, Mike Anderson, Andy Davey. Five transfer spots, and then we will have a no dash tonight, but we will bring the top 2 out of each of the heats, and they will redraw after the B mains, and that is how we will start our A mains tonight. So top 5 out of this heat race. Well, Andy Davey actually out in the 4 car. Looks like one of the So Andy Davey in that black and yellow 4. Steve Stavanger not making it out for this race. It'll be Scott Lawrence, Paul Schultz, row number 1, Gavin Paul, Neil Baldock, row 2, Mike Anderson, Andy Davey, row number 3. We've got Scott Hakinen and Cody Wilkowski in row 4, and Kelly Esty in row number 5. Well, when they come past the front stretch, they will have 1 to go, and we will get the 47th annual Silver 1000 underway here in Proctor.
Copy that. Copy that. Who else has a radio that potentially could be talking to the race? Who is that? Okay.
All right, just to let you know, we have had a little electronic problems we're getting taken care of up here. And then the drivers want to work turns 1 and 2 in a little bit. So going to send them around a couple more times, and we will get things underway. Once again, Steve Stavanger not out in this race, and Andy Davey, who usually drives a 91, his first time out here in 2019. Davey will be driving that 4, that black and yellow car. And just a note, Bob Broking in the 45 will be in heat race number 2. Bob Broking looking to win the Silver 1000 for the 3rd year in a row. And he's got a good starting position. And talking to him earlier this year, he said that's been on his mind all year long. So we'll see if he can do it. All right, going to give him the 1 to go for our Halberline start-finish line. Only one driver in this race has won a Silver 1000. That is the 37 of Kelly Esty, who won this race back in 2003. All right, Scott Lawrence, Paul Schultz on your front row. Lawrence is in the 95, Schultz in the 101. That 16 is Gavin Paul. Neil Baldock alongside of him. Lights off. Green flag is out. And the 47th annual Silver 1000 is underway here at Proctor Speedway. Top 5 will transfer into the feature. Kelly Esty coming to a stop down in turn number 2. And we'll see if we can figure out what's going on with Kelly Esty. Well, the 95 of Scott Lawrence races in the super stock division. For people who are familiar with racing in this area, Rick Revord owns that car, and Scott has stepped into it, racing in it this year. And he has not won a race as of yet, but been very, very close, and obviously years of experience behind the driver, Scott Lawrence. Paul Schultz in that 101 car. Schultz has been kind of splitting his time between his modified, and he also has a sprint car. Has been racing in the Northern Renegade Sprint Series. So Schultz will move to the inside of row number 1. They did count that lap, so 9 to go when we go back green. Like to thank Ricky Long III and Cameron Long sponsoring our hard chargers, who will get an extra $50. Ricky sponsoring the mods and Cameron sponsoring the late models.
Okay, Al, if you can take him right out, we're going to go.
Delaware double file restart. It is a 95 of
Slow your pace.
Scott Lawrence out front.
Caution lights are out, guys. 95, it's your race.
And we'll see if Kelly Esty can get that 37 back up and running. Hasn't won this race since 2003. Paul Schultz and Neil Baldock in row number 2. Green flag out. Here we go. 9 to go in this one. Top 5 will transfer. And it will be Lawrence out of turn number 2. The 99 of Neil Baldock. Baldock with wins in Ashland and Proctor this year. He was our champion, points champion a year ago here in Proctor in that 99 car. And Andy Davey right off the bat up into 3rd. Schultz hanging on to 4th. Battle for 5th between the 16 of Gavin Paul and the 224 of Cody Wachowski, a couple Canadians. Watch out for Mike Anderson in that 57. May not have won the Silver 1000 in the past, but Anderson has won many races over the years and has won many big races. Mike Anderson, a Northern Nationals champion in the modifieds a few years back. Right now it is the 95 of Scott Lawrence, followed by the 99 of Neil Baldock. Scott Lawrence looking for his first win of any kind. Now Baldock is going to cut down in front of him, and Neil Baldock, who's put on many laps here at the Proctor Speedway, will take over the lead with 4 to go. Baldock in the 99, the 95L of Scott Lawrence sitting in 2nd, followed by the 4 of Andy Davey. The 101 of Paul Schultz sitting in 4th. And battle for 5th. 2 to go for the 99 of Neil Baldock. Top 2 will come out and redraw for their spot in the feature. Top 5 will advance into the A main. The others will go through the B main. White flag out from the Halberlights start-finish line. Right now it is Baldock, Lawrence, followed by Andy Davey. And here comes your winner of heat race number 1. It'll be Neil Baldock. Lawrence 2nd, followed by Davey. Then it's going to go to Paul Schultz, followed by Gavin Paul. And then the 57 of Mike Anderson is going to have to come through the B main. So your winner, it is his 4th heat win of the season here at Proctor Speedway. In that 99 car, he races out of Bessemer, Michigan. Your winner is Neil Baldock. He was followed by the 95 of Scott Lawrence, and we had Andy Davey in the 4 car. Paul Schultz in the 101, and Gavin Paul getting that 5th and final transfer spot. Mike Anderson, Cody Wachowski, Scott Heikkinen will all have to come through the B main. Once again, top 5 transfer, and the top 2 will come back out for a redraw a little bit later on here this evening. All right, heat 2 of 4 in your modifieds. Here's how we'll line him up in that other 99 car. He is here from River Falls, has a feature win in Ashland last week. That'll be Steve Lavasser. On his outside, the 2019 Hibbings Points champion. He's got 2 feature wins here. From Deerwood in the red 47, that will be Danny Vang. Looking to win his 3rd Silver 1000 in a row in the 45 car out of Grand Rapids inside of row number 2. That'll be Bob Broking. On his outside, he's got 2 heat wins here in the 1L. Out of Duluth, that is Donnie Lofdahl. In row number 3, driving that 122 car out of Phillips, Wisconsin, that'll be Cole Spacek. Alongside of him, he does have a heat win in Superior, 2 in Ashland. He drives at 32 the third from Superior. It's Cody Carlson. In row number 4 to the inside. From Hibbing in the 67, that is Jeff Tardy. Alongside of him, he has already 6 feature wins at the Emo Speedway. In that 99 car, it's Brody Strand. And in the 85D, he has 1 feature win in Hibbing this year. That is Jeff Davis. Lavasser, Vang on your front row, Broking, Lofdahl, row 2, Basic, Carlson, row 3, Tardy and Strand, row 4, and Jeff Davis in row 5. And we have got a couple cars here on the front stretch. Again, Bob Broking looking for his 3rd in a row in the Silver 1000 as a winner. Donnie Lofdahl, the other car right there, he's in that blue 1 car.
Bob Broking, sit right there, sit right there, sit right there. Let's look at your left rear here.
Well, great year for the 47 car, driven by Danny Vang, who was leading this race. Vang, the 2019 Hibbings Point champion, 2 feature wins in Hibbing, 3 here in Proctor, 2 at the Superior Speedway. So a good year for him here. 3 heat wins, 2 feature wins for Danny Vang. We'll watch him. And Bob Broking, like we mentioned, Bob Broking in that 45 car, 2-time defending Silver 1000 winner. Donnie Lofdahl is going to head back to his pits, and unfortunately right now Bobby Broking is going to have to go and do some work on his car, and he'll have to come through the B main if he's going to make it 3 in a row.
Okay, guys, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll up high. Go ahead and roll up high. Let's get single file, roll up high.
So I'd like to thank some of our sponsors here at Proctor Speedway in 2019. People like NASCAR Towing, Kaywood Oil, Lake Superior Brewing Company, WITC, Hartels, SCS Interiors, Snap-on Tools distributed by Jeff Gondik, the Come On In, the Tool Chest, Speak Up, Highway 210 Auto, Armor Thane and Everything Automotive, Bears Heavy Duty, Brent's Biffies, Den's Auto Body, Duke's Boys Towing, Hartels, Heidela Plumbing and Heating, Holiday Station Stores, Lake City Towing, Sasquatch Radio, Shelton's Excavating and Shelton's Family Pizza, and USA Towing, just some of the great sponsors we have here in 2019 at Proctor Speedway. 47th Annual Silver 1000. We know that heat number 1, Scott Lawrence and Neil Baldock already in the A main. As Baldock won, also making it in was Andy Davey, Paul Schultz, and Gavin Paul. Delaware double file restart, 9 to go. Green flag out, Halber line, start finish line. Vang gets a good kick out of turn number 2, so does Cody Carlson. Carlson in that 32 car, currently running in 2nd. Jeff Tardy has worked his way up into 3rd. Tardy started back in row 4. Lavasser is in the green lettered 99, and the other 99 is Brody Strand. Strand with 6 feature wins already up at the Emo Speedway, 1 up at the Lake of the Woods Speedway. Right now it is the 47 of Vang. Carlson hanging on to that 2nd spot. Tardy in 3rd. Lavasser, and right now that final transfer spot would be the 122 of Cole Spacek out of Phillips, Wisconsin. And we're going to have a caution flag come out here as there is some debris up in turn number 4. It'll be interesting to see if Bobby Broking can get that car back up and running. Be a shame if our two-time defending champion would not be able to run in the feature tonight. And he would get the provisional, but still would have to start at the very back of the pack. All right, lights off. Let's try it again. 5 to go in this one. Second of 4 in our modifieds. 47th annual Silver 1000, the granddaddy of them all here in Proctor, just outside of Duluth. And a gorgeous night here tonight. Sunshine is out, a little bit of a breeze. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Duluth, it is not blowing off the lake, so we do have a breeze, making it nice. If that breeze blowing off of Lake Superior, it could be a little chilly coming up the hill. Right now it is a 47 of Danny Vang. Vang, 2 feature wins this year. He's got 3 heat wins here in Proctor. Cody Carlson doing a great job hanging on to that second spot. The 67 of Jeff Tardy. Then we've got the 122 of Cole Spacek. Right now, your final transfer spot would be the 85D of Jeff Davis. White flag out for Danny Vang. 1 to go for the driver from Deerwood. Looking to pick up his 4th heat win of the season here in Proctor out of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out for the 47 of Danny Vang. Cody Carlson, followed by Jeff Tardy. Then we'll have Cole Spacek, Jeff Davis, and Brody Strand. Your winner of heat race number 2, his 3rd heat win of the, or 4th heat win of the season here in Proctor in the 47 car out of Deerwood. Your winner will be Danny Vang. He was followed by Cody Carlson. Great run for Cody. He'll be out here for our redraw. Then it was Jeff Tardy, Cole Spacek, and Jeff Davis. As those 5 will advance into the A main, Brody Strand will have to go through the B main a little bit later on tonight to make it into our A main. All right, heat race number 3 inside of row number 1. He is a former Silver 1000 winner, only in the late models. Couple of feature wins down in Menominee this year for the 81 car out of Elk Mound. That will be Ashley Anderson. On his outside in the 4 JR car here from Rainy River, Ontario, that is Cameron Brown. To the inside of row number 2 in that 45J. Has not won the Silver 1000, but he is a 2019 Grand Rapids points champion. In that red car, that is Johnny Broking. Alongside of him in the 21 car out of Fort Francis, it'll be Matt DePiro. Row number 3 on the inside in the 04 JR out of St. Paul, it's Adam Ayotte. In the 24D out of Hibbing, it is Dwayne Dale. Row 4 from Hermantown in the 44, it's Daryl Nelson. He's alongside the 46H of Ken Roan and Jeff Spacek in row number 5. And problems right off the bat for the 4 car of Cameron Brown here from Rainy River. So we're going to try this one again. Did not get
terrible. 81 and 4 junior, 45J.
A lap in, so
04 sliding in front of the 44. We're coming to green this time. Okay, let's have a much better start. If you're on the bottom, stay on the bottom. If you're on the top, stay on the top. Caution lights are out. 81 and 4.
All right, try it again. Ashley Anderson Won the Silver 1000 back in 2007 in a late model. He is in that yellow and black 81. And it will be the 4JR of Cameron Brown and trying it again. Actually, that was Adam Ayotte that ended up down by the signs here. Ashley Anderson will be your lap one leader. Daryl Nelson trying to work his way through the pack. Believe it or not, Daryl Nelson has not won here on his home track in his modified this year. Daryl Nelson, a multiple Silver 1000 winner. In fact, he has won it 3 times in the late model and 6 times in a modified. He is currently up to 4th. Johnny Broking looking for his first Silver 1000. He's won many races in his young career. And if his dad can't do it, maybe he can bring home the trophy for the Broking family. Right now it is all the 81 of Ashley Anderson here from Elk Mound. Like I said, Ashley won this race back in 2007 in the modified. Problems for the 4JR of Cameron Brown as he's going to try and get off the track. Halfway through this one for Ashley Anderson. Broking sitting in second. Now we've got Daryl Nelson in third in the 44 car, followed by the 22 of Jeff Spacek. Spacek running one of those lethal chassis, and Spacek has picked up a couple of wins here late in the season. Spacek, a former Silver 1000 winner. He won the modified division way back in 1996 in that 22. Ken Roan, who's been running good as of late, he just put that car together, brought it out around the border battle time, 4th of July, currently sitting in 5th. And Roan just picked up a win. A couple of heat wins in Grand Rapids, looking for his first feature win of the year. He'd be your 5th and final transfer spot. Ashley Anderson in the 81. And the red 45J is Johnny Broking. We've got the 44 of Daryl Nelson. Jeff Spacek in the 22. Ken Roan in the 46H. Those are your top 5 as the white flag comes out. Dwayne Dale right now just sitting on the outside looking in 6th. 1 turn to go for the 81 of Ashley Anderson, who is going to win this one. He will be followed by Johnny Broking. Then we'll have Daryl Nelson, Jeff Spacek, Ken Roan. Then it will be the 24D of Dwayne Dale, followed by Adam Ayotte, and finally the 21 of Matt DePiro. So your winner, a former Silver 1000 winner in the late models back in 2007. He is here from Elk Mound, winner of heat race number 3. The checkered flag goes to Ashley Anderson. He was followed by the 45J of Johnny Broking, who will be back out for our redraw a little bit later on. Daryl Nelson in third, Jeff Spacek and Ken Roan. All those folks making it into the A main. Dwayne Dale, Adam Ayotte, Matt DePiro will have to come through the B main. 4th and final heat in our modifieds. Here's how we're going to line them up in that 73 car out of Princeton. On the inside of row number 1, it will be Andy Jones. On his outside, he is a former Silver 1000 winner. He won it back in 2010. He is also our Proctor Points champion in the 11 car out of Duluth. That'll be Jody